Hi guys, welcome to another video. In this video I'll be teaching you how to get easy money with these simple tricks. And this is an amazing trick. So let's go and feed my slimes some chickens because that's what they eat. It's tangled slimes, and so let's go feed them and get some plorts for them. So what you're going to do is you're going to feed them like I'm just going to do, and then there you will pick up their plorts and then you will feed them to another type of slime. So I'm going to feed it to the mosaic slime, and then once the mosaic slime have eaten the plort, it will become a bit of a bigger slime, and it will be a cross between as you can see, a mosaic and a flower, which means each time I feed them they will give me a tangled slime plort and a mosaic plort. So this means that when I feed them they will eat veggies as well as meat, so you can get the tangled plort without feeding it meat, which is really good because the chicken coop is quite hard to feed, and them chickens, I just find it a bit difficult, and I think maybe everyone else does. So now we're going to sleep till morning, so to make sure that the slimes eat quite a bit, and then in the morning they'll be starving for even more. So this is the trick, that if you want money you need to sleep after you've fed them. So if you have a food dispenser and a plort collector, that means that it can kind of cycle without any of the food going off and the plorts spawning. So this might seem like a bit of a confusing concept, but if you just try it yourself, if you just get one slime and you feed it a different type of slime, it will just all make sense to you. So just make sure when you feed them the plort that you don't feed them another type of plort after they've eaten it, because if you do they will turn into tar, which are the evil type of slimes. You've probably seen them out in the wild. They're not very nice, and they will eat all the rest of your slimes and probably break through from the cage. So just always be wary. Like if you have boom slimes, make sure I wouldn't really use them as a Largo slime, which is the big ones like you can see here, because they can boom their plorts out of the pen, and if it goes into another type of pen then they can eat it, then you can get tar, which is not a good idea. So if we get these mosaic plorts, if you can see I have over 70, which means I get 100 for each, so that's like so much money. And also I have some tangled plorts, which is amazing. So now let's go over and deposit them in the plort collector depositor, so then I can get all the money and I can spend it on something. So I've done this with many slimes, the cross kind of breeding of them where you feed them a other plort, because it's such a good idea as you're adding two, and if you feed them their favourite food, the slime's favourite food, it will give you 4, because it will give you 2 of one type and 2 of the other type, which is also amazing. So now let's go back to where we've been. So here we're just gonna go to the honey slimes probably now with the hunter slimes. So I crossed hunter slimes with honey slimes, which means, and I feed them mint mangoes, which is their favourite food. So that means, and they also eat meat, which again, the hunter slime normally eats just meat, but because you mix it with the honey, they eat fruit. Here you can see I've got about 60 hunter plorts and 60 honey slimes, and this is a really good income money. You probably know that the slimes don't really eat that much and stuff, but when you do this you're getting so much more money, and I would definitely recommend it because this is a good idea. Also, whilst I'm depositing this money, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more of these type of videos. Make sure to comment down below if you like this video, and also if you have thought of any other good ideas for me to do and you would like me to do them, or if you have any questions. So now let's carry on. So now I'm going to go over into the darker area over here, and I'm going to show you some more of my slimes that I've mixed. So these are rad and crystal slimes, so they give me crystal plorts and rad plorts, which is also a good sum of money because the crystal plorts give you quite a bit as well. They give you, the rad and the crystal give you about 30 to 50 on average of the kind of the money when you exchange them. So I have lots of rad plots because if you see, these slimes are phosphor and rad. So here at the phosphor, you see I've got about 40-50 of these plots. So if you just keep feeding them, they will just give out plots and they'll be really happy. So here we go. So let's deposit all of this and see how much money I get. So I'm getting lots and lots of money. See, I started with 22,000 and I'm now finishing with like 40,000. So this is a really good idea. So make sure you sleep regularly if you're not getting a good income, because that means the slimes haven't eaten yet, and if you sleep it skips a day, so they'll be eating quite a lot. Here you can see I've mixed rock plots with hunter slimes, so that means I have rock and hunter slimes. Just do that. So now I'm back at the hunter and honey slimes, and I'm just going to feed them in the food dispenser some mint mangoes, which is their favourite, so they will give me double the amount. So they'll give me, for each mint mango they eat, they will give me 2 honey plots and 2 honey plots. So now let's collect these. I've got about 20 of each and I can go deposit them in a moment. So let's go over here again and check on the slimes that I have mixed, which is the tangle and the mosaic. So let's see what they've been deposited. So I've got 20 mosaic plots, and yeah, this is so good because if you just feed them, they'll keep on eating and it's just amazing. So now let's carry on and do some more. Anyway, let's get some carrots for the hunter and rock slimes because they need to eat, because I don't have any food for them. So let's feed them and I'll show you what they look like. So as you can see, they are the rock slimes with the hunter, so they are half cat, half rock slime. So that means that they can eat veggies but also meat, but I find veggies easier to feed them. So like with all this, you can feed them more because you can just have, instead of, like, I only have one farm that feeds the fruit for fruit. There's only one type of slime that feeds fruit, so that means that I can feed them veggies and just have veggie farms, because then that means I can give them any type of veggie and a bit of a mixed diet. So anyway, let's sleep again until morning so that I can get some even more money. You probably think this is quite a lot of money, but I even want more. So let's carry on and go back into this flower biome. So let's go over here, and here I'm just gonna do a bit of kind of chores, pick up some fruit, feed them, you know, just do the basic stuff. So you can do this right from the start as long as you have a pen with a roof on it and double-sided walls, as you don't want them to escape, because if they escape they can eat your crops, and also if they could eat another plot of a different type, and as I've said, that can make tar, which you really don't want. So now I'm just collecting even more hunter plots, and I mean, they're one of my favourite slimes, the honey and the hunter, because I think they look super cool, and they eat, like, so the mint mangoes, which is their favourite, so they give me even more. So now let's go over here and collect some veggies. So I have some odd onions and some carrots. So let's collect up all of these, all of them, odd onions, carrots. Good. And now let's go, and I think I'm going to go and deposit all of my hunter plots and honey slime plots. So as you can see, my money's going up and up and up. 54 every time, 36 every time. So you can also see what is the highest paid plot, and then you can farm that type of slime more, because then you will get even more money. So you can check that every day, because the prices of the plots go up and down every time. So now let's go over to my mosaic and tangle slime. Sorry, I forgot the name for a second. That wasn't very good. Anyway, let's feed them some veg and they will give me 2 plots, which is amazing. So now let's pick them all up. So as you can see, I get the same amount as tangle plots as I get mosaic plots. So tangle, mosaic. Also make sure your slimes are happy and well fed. I mean, they clearly, if you don't feed them, they do not die, so you could be on an adventure for days. So you could just keep the food and the thing going and the plot collector going, or you could even not feed them at all, but I would suggest to keep feeding them, because then when you're away on adventures you're still earning money. So anyway, let's just carry on, keep getting more money and depositing it, because I mean, I just want to get tons of money. I want to get to 50,000, so I'm going to start with 22,000, so around 20,000, and I'm going to finish with 50,000, which is the goal I've already got. I'm so happy with this, it's such an amazing hack. So I'm now going to buy some toys for my slimes as a reward for getting so much money. So I'm going to get a buzzy beak for the for the honey slime, and a crystal ball for the crystal slimes, as I thought it would just be a nice present. So let's go deposit these. So get the bee one, and let's go take it to my honey and my honey cross hunter slimes, and go take it to them, because I love those slimes so much. They're probably one of my favourite because they look one of the cutest. And so let's go deposit these, and so they can play with toys. If they play with toys, I think it makes them happier and can just, yeah, you like to see slimes messing with toys. I mean, I could just sit there for hours and watch slimes. So now let's deposit the crystal ball to the rad crystal slime. So it's crystal slimes with rad as well mixed in, so they eat veggies. So let's go give it to them. Looking very happy, bouncing all around. So let's go back. So now I'm just gonna go and upgrade my gun. Probably, oh, we don't have any more upgrades on my gun. Anyway, let's just maybe feed some pink slimes. They're so cute, just all happy. As you can see, I've got pink plot and tabby plot. So this is the concept of the whole thing, as you can probably guess by now, because I've shown you quite a bit. So let's go deposit them, and yeah. So anyway, let's deposit these. So let's see how much we're gonna get. So let's see how much we can collect again. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe and comment down below. Thank you so much. Bye.